Hi Noisettes, welcome to another weekend tarot reading. Let's see what we've got on the cards this weekend. So our first card is the Nine of Chalices. Our second card is Death reversed. And our third and final card is Strength. Okay, I'm going to start with Strength card, I think. So, the Strength card is about overcoming difficulties using your personal strength and perseverance. It's about standing up for what's right, no matter what, and offering love, compassion, and forgiveness to others. But there are lots of different types of strength, aren't there? For example, you can be physically strong, or you can be emotionally or mentally strong. You may well be strong as a parent in front of your children, but a quivering wreck alone. You may be a strong leader at work, yet prefer all the decisions to be made for you in your home life. What does strength mean to you? What significance does strength hold for you in your life at the moment? How can you harness the power from this strength card when and where you need it most? Our last few readings have hinted at some challenging times on the horizon. What kinds of strength are you going to need in order to overcome those challenges, and where will that strength come from? This week, this card seems to be throwing up more questions than answers, doesn't it? As we've said countless times before though, change, major change, can be terrifying. Take the power of this card and use it to make you feel brave and to help you conquer your fears. Print it out. Pin it to your wall, put it in your wallet, keep it close, look at it frequently, and remind yourself like a mantra in your head that you are strong, you are brave, you will not be brought down easily. Our second card then that I'm going to look at is the Death card. This week the Death card is reversed. It's really interesting that the Death card and the Strength card have come up in the same reading. Normally the Death card is about change and putting the past behind you, like this snake here shedding its skin. But reversed, it sometimes suggests that you're resisting change and refusing to move on, and this might well be leaving you feeling pretty exhausted. In this case, we can see really clearly how the Strength card may well relate to this reversed Death card. Since you're going to need strength to get through this period of exhaustion and antipathy and put the changes in place that you need in order to move on. Just because this Death card is reversed doesn't mean that you don't have the power to turn things around. Use the power of the Strength card to help you. So finally then, we've got the Nine of Chalices, which keeps popping up actually, doesn't it? And the Nine of Chalices is the Wish card. We'd like to say that it means that you're in a good position at the moment in terms of your relationships, your finance, your health and emotions. But given the cards that we've had over the last few readings, this is probably unlikely. So then, what possible meaning could the Wish card have for us now? Well, despite the upheaval that you might be experiencing, letting go of your past paves the way for new adventures. And the Wish card is simply opening up the idea that you have opportunities ahead of you. Some time ago, when I was first starting out in business, a good friend of mine asked me what my ideal typical day would look like. And you know, at that moment in time, I had absolutely no idea. I knew I wasn't happy with the status quo, but I didn't really know what I wanted either. So what we're trying to say here is that if you have no goal, how can you know when you've achieved it? In order to feel stability and happiness and success, which we all deserve in life, then make time now to set your goals. Plan what you want your ideal life to be, within reason, obviously, and think about how you're going to go about getting there. So, a short and sweet reading for this weekend, but I think you can see where we're going with these cards. I hope last week wasn't too traumatic for you and that you did manage to find some time for nice things and some relaxation and so on. We'll see what next week holds. Have a really super weekend and we'll speak to you again on Monday.